Today I will take more examples on ages. So we have to see the more examples on ages. There are different kind of examples which usually comes in a exam. So we have to do the more practice on problems on ages. So let's see the next question here. The next question is 5 years back the grandfather was. Okay. The first thing which we have to do is always assume that the present age of whoever may be in the question. Here the grandfather is in the question, so let's assume that the grandfather's present age G. We just have to assume that the grandfather's present age is G. Okay, so that the 5 years back the grandfather should be, the 5 years back the grandfather should be G minus 5. If the present age of the grandfather is G, 5 years back it should be G minus 5. Okay, it should be G minus 5. The grandfather was 5 times as old as grandson. Okay, similar for the grandson also. If the grandfather's present age is G, the grandson's present age is S. We just have to assume it. 5 years back, so G minus 5. The grandfather was, so is equal to 5 times, so 5 as old as grandson 5 years back, grandson also should be S minus 5, because the grandson's present age is S. 5 years back it should be S minus 5. Okay, till now we got it. Okay, next part of the question. 4 years from now, 4 years from today, the father, we don't know the father's present age. We just have to assume similar for the father's also. Father's present age, we just have to assume it. 4 years from now or today, the father will be, if the present age of the father is F, 4 years from today it should be F plus 4 is equal to, the father will be twice, so twice as old as his son. His son should be 4 years from today S plus 4. So okay, find the present age of age if the summation of their present ages is 128 years. Okay, the summation of the present ages is 128 years, so that I can write here G plus F plus S is equal to 128. These are all the present ages of the grandfather, father and son. We just got these two equations. G minus 5 is equal to 5 of S minus 5. So I can write here as G minus 5 is equal to 5 into S. 5's are 25. So G is equal to this 5S minus 25. Minus 5 comes here plus 5. So I got here minus 20. G is equal to 5S minus 20. This one equation I got here. Similar for this equation also. I can call it this equation as one number. So here you have plus 4 is equal to 2S. 2 into S is 2S plus 2 into 4 is 8. 2 4s are 8. So I got here F is equal to 2S plus 8. This plus 4 comes here minus 4. So plus 8 minus 4 is always 4. So I can call it as a second equation. We just have to put all these two equations in this equation. I call this equation as equation number 3. We just have to put all these two equations in equation 3. So I got here G. I can put G as 5S minus 20. So 5S minus 20. I am putting all these values in this equation. G is equal to 5S minus 20 plus F is equal to, from equation 2 I can write 2S plus 4. So 2S plus 4, and for S, the summation of their present ages is 128 years. Simple. So 5S plus 2S, 7S plus S, 8S minus 20 plus 4 minus 16 is equal to 128. So that 8S is equal to 128. This minus 60 comes here plus 16. So 8S is equal to 8 plus 6, 14. 1, 4, 1. So h is equal to 144 upon 8. So I got here h is equal to 8 ones are 8, 8 8s are 64. So present age of son is 18 years. But we have to find out the present age for the grandfather also and present age of the father also. So we know that for the grandfather we got the equation for the grandfather as g is equal to 5s minus 20. So g is equal to 5s minus 20. I can put the value of the s as 18 because we have calculated the value of the s as 18. So I can put the value of the s as 18 in this equation. So 5 into 18 minus 20 is equal to 18 5s are 90 minus 20. So grandfather present age is 70. Grandfather present age is 70. Similar for the father also. We know that for the father we got this equation f is equal to 2s plus 4. Simple. F is equal to 2s plus 4, and we know that the value of the s is 18 here because we have calculated the value of the s, which is 18. So I can put here 2 into 18 plus 4. 18 2s are 36 plus 4 40. So the father's present age is 40, son's present age is 18, and the grandfather's present age is 70. Now the next question is, A is now 5 times as old as B, but 7 years from now A will be 3 times as old as he will be. Then how old is A now? Okay, we don't know the percentage of A and B here. We just have to assume. Just let's assume its present age is A. Similar for the B also. B's present age is B. Because we don't know the percentages of the A and B, we just have to assume the present age of the A and B as A and B. You can put anything here, any character here, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what is the question is. A is 5 times as old as B. Okay, A is, so A is equal to 5 times, so 5 as old as B, as old as B. So I can write here A is equal to 5B. Okay, next part of the question, but 7 years from now, okay, A will be 7 years from now. If the percentage of the A is A, 7 years from today A will be A plus 7, so A plus 7. From now A will be, so A is equal to 3 times, so 3 as old as he will be then. As old as he will be then means what? He means what? B will be then. If the B's present age is B, then the 7 years from now B should be B plus 7. So I got this here. So I can calculate this equation, I can solve this equation. So I can put the value of this equation into this equation, and I can easily get the value of the A and B also. So here let's see, we have to calculate the value of the age of A here. Okay, similar for the, we just have to solve this equation. A plus 7 is equal to 3 of B plus 7. So I got here A plus 7 is equal to 3 into B is 3B plus 3 7s are 21. So I got here A is equal to 3B plus this 21 plus 7 comes here minus 7. So I got A is equal to 3B plus 14. 21 minus 7 is 14. So I got A is equal to 3B plus 14. So we just have to put the value of this A, or we can put the value of this A is equal to 5B into this equation. We know that A is equal to 5B is here. So I can put the value of the A as 5B into this equation. So I got here 5B is equal to 3B plus 14. So 5B minus 3B, it should be 2B is equal to 14. So I got here B is equal to 7. Means what? B's present age is 7 years. And also simple for the A also. We know that A is equal to 5b, and we have just calculated the value of the B as 7 years. So I can put the value of the B in this equation here also. So 5 into 7, 7 5s are 35. So the present age of A is 35 years. Now let's see, I want to discuss one important point with you. If I say ratio of Khalid's weight to Aishwarya weight is 5:1. The ratio of the Khalid to Aishwarya is 5:1. This is the ratio, and we know that ratio doesn't have any unit. Means what? I can put whatever I want here. The ratio of the Khalid to Aishwarya weight is 5:1. I can say it here it as 5y to 1y. I can write it as also 5x to 1x, because a ratio doesn't have any unit. So I can put any unit, but we just have to put the similar unit for both of these two names. Okay, 5x to 1x. I can write this also. I can write also 500 gram to 100 gram also, 5 gram to 1 gram also, 5 kg to 1 kg also. Means what I want to say is, more important point is that ratio doesn't have any unit. So I can put any unit. I can put any unit for both these two persons. I can put any unit for both these two persons. So let's see the next question based on this. The father is as many weeks old as the son is in death. Okay, they're talking about the ratio of the father to son. And what did they say here? The father is as many weeks old. We don't know how many weeks old. As the son is in death. As I told you, ratio doesn't have any unit. I can put whatever I want to here. Means what? I don't know how many weeks older the father is than the son. So I can put here whatever. I can put here x weeks. If the father is of x weeks, then the son should be x days, because the statement is like this. The father is as many weeks old as the son is in days. As many weeks old as the son is in days. So I got here. But we know that in 1 week there are 7 days. So I can put here x into 7 days. As simple as that. Because we know that in 1 week there are the 7 days. So I can write x weeks as also x into 7 days. And for the x day, x into 1 day. Okay, here this x gets cancelled. So I got here 7:1. The ratio of the father to son is 7:1. So the next part of the question is, while the grandfather is, okay, now the grandfather is included in the question. Grandfather is as many years old, okay, as many years old as the grandson is in months. Grandson is in months. We don't know how many years old the grandfather than the son. But for this just consideration, we just have to consider if the grandfather is y years old than the grandson, then the grandson should be of y months, because the statement is the grandfather is as many years old as the grandson is in month. So I can put here, if the grandfather is of the y years, the grandson should be y months. And we know that in 1 year there are the 12 months. So I can write here it as y into 12 months, and here y into 1 month. So this y gets cancelled, month also gets cancelled. We got here the ratio grandfather to grandson is 12:1. Next part is, find the present age of each if the summation of their ages is 140 years. The summation of their ages is 140 years. Means what? Grandfather plus father plus son is equal to summation of their ages is 140. So I can write it as 140. And we know the ratio of all these persons or all these members: grandfather to father to son. We know that the grandfather is 12, father is of 7. This is in terms of ratio. Ratio doesn't have any unit, and son is in 1. Okay, but the summation of the ages is 140 years. As we know that ratio doesn't have any unit, so I can put whatever I want to put here. If I put here x, these are all the present ages of these people, and we know that the present age, summation of their present ages is 140 years. So I can write it as 12x plus 7x plus 1x is equal to 140. 12 plus 7, 19x plus 1x, 20x is equal to 140. So I got x is equal to 140 upon 20. 27s are 140. So I got x is equal to 7 here. X is equal to 7 here. Now we just have to put this value of the x here. So we will get the values, the present ages of the grandfather, father and son. For the grandfather it will become 12x means what? 12 into 7. 12 7s are 84. So 84 years grandfather is. For father 7x, so 7 7s are 49, and son is 1x, so 1 into 7 is 7. These are all the ages of these peoples.